everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing good today. So in today's video we are going to chill, we are going to sit back and we are going to compare products that I feel like have the similar kind of feeling, have similar vibe to them. Are they a dupe of one another? Are they, alternatives? Which one is better? So we are going to be discussing all of that in today's video. So let's get into the video now. Also, if you are someone who's new to my channel, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like it here. I hope you like the vibe. I hope you like the content. And if you end up liking the content, you're free to subscribe to my channel, and we hang out almost every single day on this channel, so I hope you find something valuable. So let's get into the video now. So the first product we have here is the Blue Heaven Skin Tint that I have compared with the Bae BB Cream. Now while I was testing the Bae BB Cream recently, I noticed that it's so similar to the Blue Heaven Skin Tint where it's extremely sheer coverage. It is very negligible. Like, it looks really good on the skin, very dewy. I love to apply these type of products with my fingers. So while I was applying the Bae BB Cream, it reminded me so much of the Blue Heaven Skin Tint that I thought of just comparing both these products. Now coming to the Blue Heaven Skin Tint, this one is formulated with hyaluronic acid, and along with that this has SPF 25 in it, which makes no sense by the way, but yeah, you definitely need to put a good layer of your sunscreen. So the BB cream that the Bae has, this consists of SPF 15, and I don't think so it's formulated with hyaluronic acid. I don't think so, because they would have claimed that in the packaging, but it definitely doesn't say anywhere that this is formulated with hyaluronic acid, so I don't think it is. Now coming to the shade range, wow, the shade range of Bae BB Cream is really good. When I purchased it, they just came out with 3 shades, so that's why I said in the video that the shade range isn't good of the Bae one. But yesterday I was just looking through the website and I saw they came out with such good shade range, so I'll have to give it 1 point to the shade range for the Bae BB Cream. Now coming to the formulation of this, you would see me just applying both the products on my face, and I have to tell you guys, they're extremely natural, very dewy on the skin, and has that sheer coverage. Both of them look exactly similar. They feel so similar on the skin that honestly, if you have the Bae BB Cream, you don't have to go ahead and purchase the Blue Heaven one, because I feel like the formulation is almost similar. I honestly don't see a difference. The only thing I would say about the Bae BB Cream is that first when I apply it, the shade kind of looks like it's not going to match me, but after a while it really matches my skin tone so well. So I don't know if it's oxidizes, but it does suit my skin tone really well after a little while. It just sets into the skin so nicely. So for me, I think so, for the price and the shade range and everything that the Bae has, I think I would choose the Bae BB Cream. Obviously I do really love the Blue Heaven Skin Tint, and I am not saying that the Blue Heaven Skin Tint is not good, but when you compare both the products according to the price, the shade range, how it sits on the skin and everything, I think I would prefer the Bae one a little bit more. And this is always on sale, so you all get this around the price of 176 rupees also. So this is extremely pocket friendly, and it's really good, and it's very easy to travel as well, because the Bae comes in this plastic kind of packaging. So for me, I think so I would choose the Bae one here. Honestly, I'm just loving all the new releases. Like, Bae has done a really good job at releasing products that we want right now. So anyway, coming to the next comparison, we have the Swiss Beauty New Concealer, which is the Cover and Hide Concealer, and along with that I have compared this with the LA Girl Pro Conceal. Now why I have compared this is because of the packaging. Yes, they look exactly similar. I mean, LA Girl is a very staple concealer, I feel like, for everybody. This has good coverage, medium to full coverage almost, and this looks really good on the skin. But my shade here is Porcelain. I just got this because I wanted something of a lighter concealer in my collection, so that is why I got this. But the Swiss Beauty one, I have it in the shade Creamy Beige. Now both the shades are very different from one another, and I know that, but the formulation, when I compared both of them, I feel like They are not exactly similar. I can see some similarities where they look really good on the skin. They do have quite a good coverage, but the Swiss Beauty one doesn't have that much of coverage as much as the LA Girl one has. And the Swiss Beauty one looks a little bit much more natural and dewy on the skin. So for an everyday basis, I would definitely pick the Swiss Beauty one. And for my glam, makeup days, I would totally prefer the LA Girl one. So both of these aren't similar, I would say. It depends on your taste and preference on which one you would pick. I definitely do think that the Swiss Beauty concealer is not going to be for someone who have maybe oily skin, because it doesn't have that kind of mattifying effect to it. It definitely looks much more natural, has a little bit of the dewy finish in it as well. So it totally depends on you which one you would want to pick. Yeah, both of them do not feel similar according to me. I feel like the LA Girl one is has a little bit more coverage, and the Swiss Beauty one looks much more natural. Although it says cover and hide, don't think that it has like a full-on medium coverage. It doesn't have. My cats are playing in the background, so you might hear some noise. I'm sorry. My cats are playing in the Oma! Oma! হেয়া কৰি না মানে তোৰ খেলনাটো ওপৰত থৈ দেচোন ক'বাত ইফালে আহি থাকে না কোন আছে টিকলা দুটা আছে নেকি হা So the next product we have for comparison is something that I think one of you guys requested me to try out, or you guys asked me in the comments. So I was like, yeah, they look very, very similar, and I feel like they have the similar kind of formulation to them. So I decided to compare them side by side. So we have a bronzer comparison today. So this is the Swiss Beauty Contour Palette. Along with that, I have this Cuffs and Lashes bronzer. I feel like both of them feel so similar, where they aren't too pigmented. They have that moderate kind of pigmentation. The prices of both these products are very neck to neck as well, and they give me a very nice subtle bronze. I love subtle bronzers. I don't like something that just looks like a stripe of product on my skin. I just don't like it. So both of them are really, really good, especially for the price. Now coming on to the Cuffs and Lashes one, I have the shade Endless Summer, I think so. Yeah, it's the shade Endless Summer, and or 20 something. Okay, I'll leave the shade name down below. Anyway, so this bronzer, at first I thought it was a very neutral bronzer, and it does look neutral on my skin tone. But when I compared it with the Swiss Beauty one, actually I used both the shades from Swiss Beauty, because this one is a little bit too light for me and this is a little bit too dark. So I just mixed both of them and they form like the perfect contour or bronzer shade for me. Now coming to the Cuffs and Lashes one, I really like it. I just think that it's really such a great bronzer for an everyday basis. I love that it has that moderate kind of pigmentation. It looks super natural, and if you have medium skin tone, I do think that you're going to love this. You don't have to go in with a lot of product. You can build this up. This just is a perfect bronzer for me. And when I compared it with the Swiss Beauty one, I feel like they are exactly almost similar. The Swiss Beauty has a little bit more neutral tone to it, and the best part about the Swiss Beauty is that it comes in a palette form. So you do get two other shades where you can just set your under eyes with this powder, and one you can use it as your face powder as well. And both these shades you can mix match and just use it as a bronzer. One you can use it only for contour. So there is a little bit more versatility when you compare it with the Cuffs and Lashes one. Again, I feel like both of them are very similar. You don't have to go ahead and spend your money on both the products, because I feel like they're almost kind of very same, but obviously it depends on what type of product you're looking for. If you want a palette type of a product, you can go for the Swiss Beauty one. But if you just want one single bronzer, you don't want to have a elaborate, or I would say overwhelming makeup collection, just very simple things in your collection and just one bronzer shade and you're good to go, then I just think that the Cuffs and Lashes one will be a great choice. Again, it depends on your preference, your style of makeup, which one would you want. But I just think that you don't have to get both of these. Just having one in your collection is enough. So the next product we have in comparison is again from Cuffs and Lashes, and one is from Swiss Beauty. So both of them are lip and cheek tints. So these are, I would say, much more like cream blushes. So I have the shade here. I think I have the shade Berrylicious in the Swiss Beauty one, and in the Cuffs and Lashes one I have the shade Destiny. I tried to match the shades as well. They look very same on the cheeks. So I feel like I wanted to compare both of them because I wanted to see which one I like the best. To me, till this day, I love the Cuffs and Lashes one. It still stands on #1 cream blush in my collection, and I do have a lot of cream blushes. I love the Cuffs and Lashes one a lot. I feel like it looks very natural on the skin. It doesn't matter if it's summer, if it's winter, it looks beautiful on the skin, and it just blends so easily. Although it has good pigmentation, the blendability of the Cuffs and Lashes one is so good that I really love it. So for me to compare this with a newly launched product that I feel like it's not the best yet. I think so. I already made my choice. I love the Cuffs and Lashes one. The Swiss Beauty one, although it's good for the price, it's only 199 rupees. I still think that I would pick the Cuffs and Lashes one over the Swiss Beauty one. Although when you see that both of them, on my cheeks, they look very similar. But while I was applying it, I know that the Swiss Beauty one sometimes looks patchy because it happened with me. I once tried to use a sponge with the Swiss Beauty one. It kind of looks patchy. You cannot use your fingers with the Swiss Beauty one. You can only use a brush and then it looks good. It's a little bit too pigmented, and when you have a little bit more pigment of the Swiss Beauty one on your cheeks, it's hard to blend it out and it looks patchy. I know that because I have used the Swiss Beauty one a couple of times. So the best way to use the Swiss Beauty one is to go in with a very tiny amount with a brush, tap, and that's it. But with the Cuffs and Lashes, it's so easy to use. You can use your fingers, you can use a sponge, you can use your brush, anything. This just looks good. So for me, I would definitely pick the Cuffs and Lashes one over the Swiss Beauty one. Although I would say the Swiss Beauty one is extremely inexpensive, I just have to say the Cuffs and Lashes one formula is just better. It's just good. It's very beginner friendly, I would say. So the next product we have here, or the last product we have here are these eyeshadow stick or eye crayons, however you want to say this, but both of them look very similar. I really wanted to compare both the products. I knew that the NYB one is extremely inexpensive. It only retails for 99 rupees, under rupees 100. The K Beauty one actually retails for I think 600 or 700 rupees. So you can see that there is quite a little bit of a price difference right there. So the first thing I would like to talk about the NYB one here is extremely smooth and creamy. It's very easy to blend it out. It's very easy to do your eyeshadow with the NYB one. The K Beauty one is a little bit more stiff and a little bit more hard. So if you are a beginner and you have, trouble blending your eyeshadow, I just think that the K Beauty one is going to be a little bit difficult for you. It can turn out to be a little bit more patchy, or I would say hard to blend, something that might look just like a blob of eyeshadow sitting on your eyes. But with the NYB one, it's very easy to just blend it out. You don't have to, sit there, and you can sit there and just, take your time, blend out your eyeshadow. You don't have to rush it out when it comes to the NYB one. Now, the difference that I noticed in both of them is that the NYB one doesn't last for a really long time. The K Beauty one lasts for a really long time. So if you want an eyeshadow stick that is going to last you for a really long time, you can pick the K Beauty one. And if you want an eyeshadow that is very quick and easy to do, but it doesn't last you for a really long time, but that's okay for you to just use it on a day-to-day basis, you can use the NYB one here. So as I said, the major difference is the long lasting power. The NYB one again has a little bit more shine to it, I feel like, but the K Beauty one doesn't have that much of shine. And I don't know why, but the K Beauty one is becoming a little bit more stiff by the day. As I've been using it, the K Beauty one feels much more stiff, So for me personally, I think I'll pick the NYB one because it is so creamy and it's just so easy to use. But obviously when I am out and about for a really long time and I do want my eyeshadow to stay on for hours and hours and not smudge all over my eyes, then I think so I'll go in with the K Beauty one. For beginners, I do think that the NYB one would be a good choice although. although the K-beauty one does last a really long time, I think the, you know, the choice for beginners would be the NYB one. So that was it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. I hope this helped you, you know, choose which one would be perfect for your preference, for your taste, what kind of maybe makeup you're looking for, because all of these feel very similar, they look very similar, but yeah, there is like a tiny minute difference in each one of them. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if there is anything that you would want me to compare in the future, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.